So then, bringing back the IFS and connecting to some of the philosophical moon background. Um, the in IFS, they talk about three primary archetypes. And I think this is really where this connection starts to really make sense, is the use of archetypes within IFS. They have two categories, protectors and exiles. And within the protectors category, there's two archetypes, the firefighters and the managers. I mean, these three archetypes are fantastic, but I think that we all know in astrology, when we're dealing with archetypes, we have just a enormous plethora of archetypes to work with, and we can actually, using our skills of astrology and providing counseling to clients, we can then apply the very large pantheon of archetypes that we have in astrology to all of these three, so we can really understand the rich dimensions of these different archetypes that are being used. And just to kind of give you a background about the difference between the protectors and the exiles. Exiles represents the parts of us that are suppressed or oppressed in the system of our own psyche by the protectors, who, when you start getting to know them, we see that they're trying to do a good job, but they're kind of screwing things up by creating some chaos in the system. So we have these exiles, which are suppressed and kind of like, you might think of, if we've done inner child work, we might think of like, an inner child who's not being let out and being kind of like oppressed by the larger system. The managers are the parts of us that are trying to keep order and keep things under control. The firefighters are those protectors that sense danger in our system and, will come in and just like erupt to put out those fires. That's why they call them firefighters. So those are three great archetypes, but using the astrological symbolism, we can actually dimension those even greater, so we can understand what's going on, and we can see, when a manager arises, a manager part arises, we can actually connect that to the astrological transits that are going on in a person's chart. Same thing with the firefighter, and the exiles often don't emerge. They have to kind of be searched for, because the managers and the firefighters keep the lid on the exiles. So a lot of IFS work is about integrating the exiles into the larger system that's taking place and getting the managers and the firefighters to step back a little bit.